and the Rapids Quad. It's a multi-tournament that we had for years and hadn't been able to fill it the last couple of years. And this year we were able to put it back in. It's a quad, but it turns out to be one team short. Appleton West, I think, dropped out of here, so we're going to have two dual meets. Middleton, Hudson, Rapids, and Middleton and Hudson wrestled the first round, and Middleton won a real squeaker. It was really exciting. It was 36-35, and so we're going to wrestle Middleton now, which should be interesting. I think it's three teams that are fairly even. I think with We Wrestle Well, I think we'll be okay, but there's no gimmies here. It's one of those where I think we're all pretty good. I thought Middleton, coach there, is one of our old wrestlers, Kent Weiler. He said they just had one loss on the year, and I don't know if Hudson has any, but again, it depends on what kind of competition you wrestle. So we're going to get rolling here. We're going to start at 138 pounds. Craig Tim, as usual, is running the camera, and we thank him for that. And I am Louis Bennett, and I got Pat Spray with me, who is one of our alumni who wrestles for the Badger now. So welcome, Pat.
Thanks. It's good to be here. Nice to come back and watch the high school wrestling team. Don't get to do it so much, but it's always nice to come back.
It's hard once you go off to college, and especially you're wrestling kind of all over the country.
Yep.
And to be able to come back and watch your little brother.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really get to see him too much. I don't really get to see him too much when in person. I usually rely mostly on the media, like what we're doing now. But
on the internet, yeah.
Yep. We got Zach Hamill up right now, though.
Yeah, the draw weight here is 138 for this duel. And we have Zach Hamill, who is going against, we're going to try and sort this all out here. Yeah, well, it's a name that I can't hardly pronounce.
Jesus
Ramirez. Who, you folks have followed our team here quite a bit this year. We got a pretty nice team, and we got two or three what I would call, I don't know if they're hammers, but they're pretty dominant. This is one of them here, Zach Hamill. It's a nice weight, I think, to start at. We've been using him up at 145 quite a bit, but he's getting a chance to wrestle, and Ramirez is a senior that is 12-7, so I think we're going to be trying to get a win and hopefully maybe get some bonus points here. So anyway, it's pretty exciting. We got two mats going on down here. We got the JVs who have a lot of matches, and so I know the Scott and Shane and your dad were pretty happy that we were able to pull off something here at home. This used to be a real high-powered squad when we'd get Owatonna, Minnesota, and Glenbard, North Illinois, and we'd get some real strong teams in here. It was pretty exciting. This hurt us a little bit, having that one team drop out today, but the overall view of this thing is we wrapped up the Valley in dual meets conference the other night. We're undefeated, I think 5-0 or 6-0. And that's a long ways from 2 years ago.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Last year we were a little better, but we're in the hunt of the battle here. So
yeah, it's nice to see Rapids kind of working their way back up the ladder.
Yeah, we're coming.
Kind of being down from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think we're coming. We've got good numbers in our youth program. Middle school won the conference tournament Friday night. This kid's coming right after Zach.
Yeah. Ooh.
Got a standing cradle here.
He's got it locked up.
So where's he trying to go here, Pat? He's trying to get behind that leg?
Yep. Right there, he's got it. He's got to settle in
he's
here.
in there. He's pretty snug.
Got to drop your hips here. There it is.
And he is a pinner. The one thing that Zach does is he is a pinner. So The Raiders jump out to 6-0 on a pin with Zach Hamill, and that's a nice way to start. And so, never know what's going to happen here, whether we're going to use Weiler.
Looks like we got. Who is this?
No.
Is this Dakota Bratz? It is Dakota Bratz against Gavin Hoffman of Middleton. Oh. Ah, nothing yet. Look at that.
Wow.
Fought that off pretty well.
He sure did. And this might be the first time he's been in the varsity.
I think so. It looks like he's a freshman. Yep.
So the hard part for us is that we really don't have a fifth.
Look at this. Yeah, reverse half.
Who got into this uniform? Look at this. My goodness. Come on, Dakota. Stay in here. Stay big.
Come on, ref. Get on the other side.
Stay big. Exactly. Come on, get over here, ref. Help us out. Remember who's paying you here today. Look
he's
at
got
that.
him pinned.
Oh, I thought he was too. Don't lose this. Don't lose this. Don't lose this.
Nice.
I don't know about you, Pat, but if I was a betting man, I wouldn't have bet that would have happened.
I don't think so either. That's pretty cool to see a first-time starter in here getting a pin.
You know, I'm around the practice room quite a bit, but I don't hardly ever see this guy. So he's a 9th grader, and what a way to make your debut.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know that this is always an issue there at 52, and J.J. Correll, who has been here off and on, I think he's hurt. But in the meantime, we got, I guess, arguably our best wrestler here,
Yep.
Weiler Lubeck. And this is kind of... So we just moved Weiler up to 52.
Against Joseph Hoffman.
Joseph Hoffman is 17-8, and this is one of those matches that we're going to try and get some bonus points on. Weiler's wrestled really well, and the truth is, down the road is he's got a rough road to try and get to Madison.
Through the regionals and the sectionals.
Yeah, and then down. There's a couple of kids at O'Toole.
Yep.
From Arrowhead who's really good.
Yeah. He's a real deal. Very technical wrestler.
Yeah. Weiler's had a nice season, and yet there's different levels. There's a kid from Coleman that kind of took him apart over there in the finals of that New London tournament, but that's Class Division 3, so we won't see him again.
Right.
Four to 1, and he kind of cuts him loose here.
Yep.
That's a nice takedown.
That is a nice high crotch.
That's a college-type takedown, huh?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I haven't had a chance to see you wrestle this year. I see you on live streaming a little bit.
Yep.
So how is Mad City?
It's going really well. With our team's kind of down a little bit with injuries. I've actually had to move up 2 weight classes to 174 just to fill a hole. But no, I mean, we're fighting through it. We're battling, so we're having fun.
You have several ranked guys nationally.
Yeah. We have 1, 2, 6 or 7 guys.
I think 6
nationally.
I saw, yeah. And that's pretty impressive, but in the Big Ten, that's kind of average, isn't it?
Yep, because pretty much everyone else is ranked too in the Big Ten.
The Big Ten in all sports is real good. In wrestling, it might even be a different level.
Yeah.
Penn State is everyone's favorite.
Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, they're all the top 3 teams, and Penn State's a head above everyone else.
Yeah, that's the way it seems. So you're pretty happy down there?
Oh yeah, I love it down there. I love the coaches. I love just the team chemistry that we have, and then the city as a whole is just amazing.
You're a big city boy. I would have never thought that.
No?
So, Patrick, your high school career, you were third in the state?
So I took second as a freshman, or as a sophomore, excuse me. I took fourth as a junior and fifth as a senior. So I kind of went the wrong way, but
It was pretty tough sledding there last couple of years.
yeah. So my junior year, I lost to the same kid twice at the state tournament. My senior year, I lost in the semis to the returning state champ, and kind of did the.
Those were a couple of years when we were pretty good, not real good. You
Yep.
and Brock, my grandson, were kind of the hammers on the team.
Yeah.
And Brock now is wrestling down at Upper Iowa.
Upper Iowa, yeah.
Actually, today he's wrestling up in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they have Moorhead, I think.
I believe it, yeah. Lubeck with another takedown, and
He's looking
he's up
real
10
good.
to 4. Well, he's pretty slick. He's
Yeah.
pretty slick on his feet. He's a pretty good athlete. In fact, he's a real good athlete, and he works pretty hard. He's one of those guys that stays after practice most all the time, and
That's what you have to do when you're wanting to be the best. You have to do more than other guys around the state. It's
so
not-
what's a typical day like for you, Patrick?
So during the school year, we'll have a 5:45 a.m. run right into a lift. So we'll run for about 15 minutes, sprints, and then we'll go right into a lift. And then we'll go through classes throughout the day, get some study hours in. And then we'll have practice at 3:30 for about an hour and a half, where we'll drill for about 40 minutes, then go live for about 40 minutes or so. And then go home, do some homework, maybe see some tutors if we have tough classes. And then you just go to bed and do it again the next day.
Pretty much every day.
Yep,
D1 wrestling is pretty year-round, huh?
that's very true.
Tell me about your summer.
Summer, so we went through a coaching change. Our longtime head coach, Barry Davis, moved on, and we got head coach Chris Bono, his assistant John Reeder, and then Matt McDonough, who all three of them have won NCAA titles, been members of the world team. They're very high-level energy guys, and they're just fun to be around. Our summer was pretty hard work, obviously. But it was a little draining mentally going through the coaching change, new coaches, working out different systems. But I think we've all really acclimated to it pretty well, and I think we're all having a great time.
What I noticed from the outside is that Bono and the coaches came in and they wanted to change the level,
Yeah.
wanted to change the mentality. The Badgers were an average program,
Yeah, they really were.
and they wanted to elevate that to be one of the teams.
Yeah.
And so you started really hard last spring.
Yeah, they came in and changed the culture. They want to be the hardest working team in the country. They want us to be the guys running back to the center if we go out of bounds, running guys off the mat. They want us to be the best shaped team in the country because, as you know, you don't have to be the best wrestler to win a match. What it takes is hard work and pretty much just doing everything you can to break the other guy. Because once the other guy breaks, then it's an even match then.
We lived on that for years here
Right.
at Rapids, yeah. But it's taken its toll on the numbers, huh?
Yeah, we've lost a couple guys, some of our higher level guys too, and plus we lost one of my teammates to a car accident this summer, which is really tough on all of us. Been working back on it, from it ever since. So yeah, our numbers have gone down a little bit this year, But I think we're going to have a strong recruiting class coming in next year. That's going to help us regain the numbers and the depth that we had at one point.
One of the things is I could share with you from coaching here like 40, 50 years, going through lots of different changes. Wrestling is such a tough sport, and the truth is our society has gotten a little soft. It's not a little soft, it's way soft.
Yes, it is.
And so it's two different levels. Wrestling has gotten tougher, and our culture has gotten softer. That's what I noticed.
I would agree with that 100%. People, as a whole, I should say, aren't really willing to work as hard as they need to be the best. What the old way of coaching really is just work harder and longer than everybody else, and then that's going to reap the rewards. But kids nowadays, for the most part, aren't really willing to work that hard.
Well, and it seems like there's different levels. I know at the high school, at the kids level, the club wrestling that I coach, there's either the real elite ones that wrestle year-round, that go to wrestling schools year-round, the academies, or then you get the kids that just come out. And so then that's why you have so many forfeits at typical high school do meets, because coaches don't want to send their kid out to get hammered on.
Right, they're afraid that they're going to quit because they're getting embarrassed.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's really sad because you need the experience of getting beat up sometimes to get better.
Well, but as a coach, I can tell you, when you don't have many guys in the room, you have to be careful, because then you lose those average kids.
It's hard to risk it.
So it's, I watch some dual meets and I see some forfeits, and nobody wants to see them. But sometimes I see the other side of it too. So we should pay attention here. Lubeck won. Was that 11-6?
17 to 5.
17 to 5. That's my eyes. Okay, so we're back here.
So we have Roger Foley here, and from Middleton, this is Kevin Miker. I'm pretty sure he's ranked top 3 in the state.
He's pretty good.
Committed to Minnesota. He's a good wrestler.
Is this Roger?
Yep.
Roger got thrown into the fire here then. And Roger has wrestled pretty darn well lately. Roger isn't the most skilled guy, but he's got a few. Yeah, his Miker's got pretty good on his feet. So here was a match that we could have put Forrest Gross out there or somebody to take a pounding, but I think sometimes a guy like Roger, if he wants to make it down to Madison, he needs matches like this too.
Yeah, he needs to learn how to wrestle the top guys in the state to judge his own ability. Oh!
He countered that throw pretty well. He felt it coming, but he couldn't hold him on his back at all. So Miker's pretty good, I guess.
No, not here. You gotta fight the hands, Raj. There you go, got it extended. He fought that cradle real well.
At first, we were back in there score-wise too. We countered that throw.
Gotta build a base here. There you go.
So Miker from Middleton is a senior who is 18-0. I know he's ranked like 3rd, and I don't know. With 18 wins, he's beaten some decent kids, I'm sure. I think he might be ranked somewhere nationally even.
Yeah, I'm not sure about nationally. I know for sure top 3 in the state, though.
Oh, wow, watch our arm there. And Roger is 22-11. He's a senior, and has improved a lot, I thought, just the past month maybe. Okay, get on harder. Tight ride, tight. Come on, buddy. Shouldn't be walking into a switch. So our dual meet score here is 16-0, the Raiders. And we picked up some early points, and we're taking a bit of a spanking here at 160. With, one of the better kids in the state. So as we're watching this here, Patrick, being your old coach, how does it feel wrestling up a couple of weights?
You know, I enjoy being on in the lineup. Someone on our team had to do it, and I'm pretty proud to do it because I feel like I'm helping the team out, whether I'm winning or losing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty tough wrestling those bigger guys. They're all a lot stronger than me, a lot bigger than me, and I don't know.
You don't find too many cupcakes in the Big Ten, do you?
No, you don't, especially up 2 weight classes.
So your normal weight's about what? About 100?
Like, what do I normally weigh?
Yeah.
About 162, 63.
So then they're bumping you up, not one weight class, but 2 weight classes because Ryan Christensen has an injury.
Yep.
174-pounder.
Yep. Got blood time here.
He's got the bridge of his nose all scun up. So it's really not a nosebleed, but it always opens up, I guess. And he ends up getting blood time. I suppose we could be watching a little of the JV stuff.
Jordan Abraham or Justin Abraham right now.
Justin Abraham and
This is a good match. Got 20 seconds left. Jordan needs a takedown to tie it up. Justin.
A 5-4 and a 0-1 record here. One of the good things about this
Got to attack, Justin. Got to attack.
This quad or whatever we call it here today is that our JVs can all wrestle too. And that's what you try and do. What's happened? You went through a period of time when we were real good, and then we were real bad, and then we're just trying to bring it back.
Right.
A lot of us have worked really hard with the youth level, with the club wrestling, the middle school, and we're coming back. Our team is, like I say, by our standards, pretty good.
Yeah.
And you need matches for these younger kids.
Back at action here with Roger Fuller and Kevin Miker.
Keep battling here, Roger.
Yeah, Roger's battling really hard here.
Yeah, he is. If you can see this on TV or not, I don't know, but track wrestling has developed timers for the coaches. You can see that little light flashing on, off, and on, and it tells them when the period is done. And so we eliminated the old toe tappers.
Really? Where's that?
Look on the wrist of the ref.
Oh, yeah, the little buttons. That's right.
Yeah.
That, like, shocks them.
Yeah. So the truth is now when you run a big tournament, you only need the referee and one person at the table. Was that the match?
No, I think it's blood time again. Looked like he gave up 2 near fall, though, before that. So right now we have Tanner Bars and Sean Namavong.
Just call him Sean.
We'll go with Sean.
We got some really novice JV kids, but kids like this, first-year wrestler, pretty good. Whoa! Almost got takedown. That was a tech fall over here with Roger Fuller.
It was a tech fall.
16-5. So tech fall means that Middleton has picked up 5 points, but not a pin. So I know this is a little hard to fathom, but sometimes if you get in an overmatch, a guy that's just a lot better than you, and you don't get pinned, even if you give a tech fall, that's like saving your team a point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sometimes there's many battles within the duels where you got to save team points, where you got to gain extra team points, all in trying to win the overall team score.
Yeah, that's how you win dual meets. In the end, it's how many points you score and how few they score.
Right.
This is an interesting deal. This is Isaac Diaz, who is turned into one of our pretty good little wrestlers. He is 24-7, and he's got a motor.
Ooh,
he goes.
That's a nice double.
He's got a nice double.
Did you like that?
Isaac came to us this year from O'Connell Falls.
Yep.
And he wrestled D3 last year, and he actually placed. And he came in real chubby, but he's lost a little weight, and he's nice to see. I say to him, got to know him pretty well, I say he's like semi-tough.
Yeah.
He's really, really tough, but then sometimes in the real good guys, he's not so tough. But he's got, like you say, he's got a really good double, and he's got good hips. He counters really well.
Yeah.
He changes direction pretty well. And it's nice to see that kind of enthusiasm he brings. It's something that you need in the sport.
Oh yeah, for sure. It seems like he's taking a lot of shots on this kid.
He's taking a lot of shots, but he gets in that seatbelt position.
Yeah, he's letting go of the leg too soon, coming up around the seatbelt.
Yeah.
And then he just lets go of it. He doesn't
Yeah,
use
and
it as offense
he
anymore.
should be dropping down to a leg, huh?
He hits that first nice initial shot, but he's kind of letting go of it to come up to the body.
Well, yeah. Yeah, he's not used to that. Usually he gets in that double, and he's able to penetrate. And he's got a good lift. So it's 2-1 Diaz going into the second period. And Middleton will choose down. And riding isn't not his strong suit. Matter of fact, I don't know if I've ever really seen him ride very much. Look at that.
It's a nice little chop.
Look at that. He shut my mouth. Because in the close matches, and tell us about college and riding time.
So with college, if you ride someone for a minute or more, you get 1 point extra for riding time, added onto your score at the very end of the match. So obviously coming out of high school into college, bottom is a very tough position because top is an integral part of the match because you get points based off of it now for just riding. And a lot of freshmen struggle with the jump from high school to college from the top and bottom position just because so many people take it more seriously in college.
Well, that's because it's important.
Right.
So how about you? Have you adapted?
Yeah, I say yeah, but then
situation.
yeah, I say yeah, but yesterday I kind of got beat up from bottom. But for the most part, I feel like I've adapted well. I'm able to get off the bottom usually against guys my size.
Well, bottom wrestling, I'm talking about the defensive position when you start on your hands and knees in the second or third period or after a takedown, has a lot to do with strength.
Oh, yeah,
and
definitely.
If you're overpowered on the bottom, it is hard to come out.
It is. It really is because a guy that's got more strength is going to be able to grab your wrist and you're not going to be able to get it back.
Yeah. So you've been going through that wrestling up.
Yeah, it's been pretty.
Uh,
It's been pretty tough sledding, but I'm working on it.
Good to hear. Pretty proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
So Isaac picked up a point. I'm getting help here from Craig on a stall call. And
Oh, nice little go behind here.
has trouble finishing this.
There
Oh,
we go.
there we go. So we get a takedown. So he moves up 5-2.
Hold him down here. Short time.
He's got his stature hurts him for riding.
Yeah.
Got short arms, little hands, and I'm not picking on him. God created us all a little bit different. Heck, you wrestled at like 130 pounds, and you were about 5'10", huh?
Yeah. By my senior year, I was up to 6 foot.
Yeah, yeah.
Wrestling. I think I wrestled 126 at the end of my senior year.
Oh boy, he comes up really hard.
Yeah, he does.
Stay in here, stay in here,
Stay in bounds, stay in bounds. Oh, nice. He planted his feet really well there.
Yeah, that boy, yeah, and didn't get pushed out. Yeah, I like this kid. He's brought a little energy to us. He it's taken a little bit of time to get used to being in a real structured program. I think he wrestled a lot of club stuff, and you know how that is. Club stuff means you probably have a different coach every other week or so.
Right.
And he comes in here and he's got the same guys, and a little bit. These guys are a little bit coaching here a long time. I think we try to stay structured pretty good. You
Yeah,
know?
definitely. It's good that he probably has more practice partners here than he did at Oconto Falls as
for
well.
sure.
I think that helps.
For sure, yep. And practice sometimes, as you're finding out down there, practice can be harder than the actual competition.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you go on hard for however long a practice is, at least an hour and a half. And in competition, it's usually 6 or 7 minute live go. So you train it a lot more in practice to be able to compete hard for that short amount of time in competition.
A lot of situation wrestling.
Yes. Yep.
No, he gave up a takedown, and that was kind of a surprise.
Ooh, don't get turned here. Belly down.
Period ended. Yeah, it surprised me. But he didn't give up back points, so he still wins it. So
6-4.
6-4, and our dual meet score now is 19-5 for the Raiders. And you never really know what we're going to do up in these weights.
Looks like we got AJ Schutz coming out.
Yep. And Middleton has Elliot Zanin, who is a senior, who is 14. Boy, Middleton has a whole senior loaded team.
Yeah, they do. Oh, wait, this is Cole Olmstead. He's also a senior.
He's a 195-pounder.
Must
They
have weighed
must
in.
have weighed in
Yeah.
at 82. AJ at times wrestles really good.
He's a fighter. He's not going to give up.
Yeah, I think he's.
He's going to go hard for the whole match, and I think that's why he wins a lot of his matches.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, yep. So he picked up a point, a locked hands penalty on Olmstead from Middleton. Oh boy.
Look at that.
And we got one. So we're back to 2-2 with AJ Schutz and Cole Olmsted, who actually brings a 7-8 record in here. So it's a winnable match for us.
AJ
I think.
is 7-7, so this should be pretty even.
Did you ever wrestle a JV match?
I haven't, no.
I knew that. I want to make that easy answer for you. Oh, come on, get big. Get big here.
You gotta pull that arm back. There you go.
Stay big. Be patient here. What most high school kids do, they get impatient and end up with their hip on the mat from here.
Right.
Stretch him, stretch him, stretch him.
There it is.
That was a nice takedown. Nice counter. And he was patient, took his time, got his opponent's arm stretched out so he could start coming around. Wrestling, even at your level, it's a lot about position, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Wrestling as a sport is a position sport.
I was reading an article the other day. Dan Gable said that when the Packers were in the Super Bowl, which was when you were probably hardly born yet, the Packers asked him to come over and talk to their offensive linemen.
No kidding.
And I thought that was kind of interesting because why offensive linemen? He said, well, he told them, the offensive linemen, if you're a wrestler, you're not going to get caught using your hands. You're not going to get caught holding because you can use your hands without getting caught holding. I thought that was kind of interesting. Well, look at here now. We better get back in this match. Almost missed it. AJ Schutz battled back with the score 2-6 at the time.
I think so, yeah. He had reversed him right to his back, it looked like.
AJ is a pinner. You've watched him enough to, if you go long enough with him, he's probably going to get you in trouble at one time or another. So that was big. So we got.
I'm not sure what the Middleton coach is questioning here.
I'm not sure what the question would even be. Would you guys?
I don't think they can go back on it. They called him pinned.
The only thing would be the score, but the score wasn't close anyway.
Oh, you know what I think they're arguing is that he had a headlock without the arm.
Oh.
But I mean, you can't reverse it. You called the pin, it should be over.
It's a done deal. It's on a Saturday afternoon. It's kind of nice to see some alumni back. Rich Nichols is down here in front. He's going to be a cheerleader for us. Randy Livernash. We got one of our old supporters, Marv Wallach. The Nicholsons are here. You know, the Vesper, when we wrestle, Vesper can't have a parade because there'd be nobody left to watch. We get a pretty good fan base here, and it was hurting a little bit. It's coming back.
Yeah.
It's coming back. I think that has a little bit to do with success, Pat.
Oh yeah, definitely. People want to see teams that are going to go out there and fight hard and win some matches.
I used to wonder about that when we were so dominant, you know. There were years down at the state team tournament in West Dallas, we would sell 100 rooms down there.
Oh, wow.
And we'd have most of the people in the place. But that's because people, I don't know what's a nice thing to say, but people like
to
winners.
see a show.
Yeah. Even the Packers fan base dropped off a little this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what could have really happened.
I see the Middleton kid back out on the mat.
Well, it wasn't like it was real close.
There's no video review like there is in college, so I don't think you can necessarily argue it.
I don't think they had a camera on here. No, we do, but we wouldn't have seen anything anyway. The Bennett's have all numbered over there, though. It's Joyce and Shane and Scott and your dad. We're going to win this argument.
I think so.
Tesh would vote for us.
You got Mr.
Oh,
Kowalski over
yeah,
there.
he's all over it. He wouldn't even let somebody talk.
It looks like they're reversing this. I can't believe that.
He's using a potentially dangerous hand signal, whatever.
Oh, we just got a pin over, or got pinned over here on the JV match.
Yeah, we've been taking our lumps over here to JV matches. I'd like to give you some expertise here, but I have none. There's an argument over there.
Yeah, I think he's a little dumbfounded as to why they're reversing the call as well. Wow, no fall.
But did the headlock come after the points? We're not getting any points.
We gave up a point.
No. But if we had we had points before it turned illegal,
It looks like all they gave us was the reversal,
that's
and
the way it
then
looks.
they gave him a point for an illegal headlock.
That's the way it looks. So for you folks that are wondering what's going on, a headlock in collegiate and high school wrestling has to include an arm. You can't do like they do in WWE and just grab somebody's head and rip it off. You got to have an arm included, and sometimes that arm slips out. And I think that's what they're saying happened there. Obviously, that's what happened there.
I'm a little surprised that the ref went back on his.
I am really surprised. And
'Cause
I guess
He took the Middleton's
appreciate
coach's
that.
word for
You don't see that very often.
no. I wouldn't be too happy. Oh, he's got a cradle.
Not a very good cradle.
What the heck? Oh no.
Folks, you're watching it. I can't explain. That was a multi-scramble. That's a hard way to get into a pin, but you know, he kept going, Pat. He
Yeah.
didn't quit.
That's true. We ended up with the pin anyway.
Oh, my
I'm not sure how,
goodness.
but we got it.
But that's AJ too.
Yeah.
We've seen that before. So as you're talking about arguing with refs, years ago out here one time we were with this quad, or had an official here from the eastern part of the state he really didn't want to be here probably, and he maybe shouldn't have been. So it was a call I thought was a really bad call. A couple times, and I suppose maybe I'd been on him a little bit. I go over there, and he says to me, "Coach, you come over here one more time, and I'm going to have you removed from the gym."
Oh no.
You kind of probably knew how that went. I get
Sure you got
really
kicked
close
out.
to him, and I said, "Look, you're in our house, and if one of us is going to leave, it isn't going to be me." Yeah, and so that was it. I went back and sat down, and we got along really good after that. So here is our freshman phenom. This is Peter Rucker, who's wrestling at, is this 195 now today?
Yeah, it's 195.
27-6. Freshman that has a lot of talent, going against.
He's really athletic.
Is it Elliott Zinn? Okay, 14. Oh yeah, if I look over there, Shane set up a board over here on a projection that we can see who's actually wrestling. Peter is a little bit like your brother. He tries to do more things than he's really ready for yet. A lot of skill, good
Seems like
skill set.
Seems like he takes breaks in the match sometimes. Like he'll be
Yeah.
wrestling and then He'll take a break for a couple seconds, and then he'll go again.
Yeah, you're probably right, yeah.
Once he gets to wrestling the full 6 minutes, constant wrestling, I think he's going to win a lot more matches.
We're going to see a lot of him over the years. He's really powerful. And he's a student. He really he put a lot of time in the off season. He wants to be better. So we're finally starting to get some big kids. You know, we've heard we've got a lot of guys your size.
Yeah, right around those middleweights.
Oh, he gets in there pretty good, but don't finish it again. Doesn't really turn the corner, does he?
No. He's kind of just shooting in. There's not much of a setup there. That's one thing when I was wrestling in high school and even college now is that like when you're having trouble finding the angles, I think that fakes really help open the guy up because it gets them reacting more, and then that's when the shots seem to open up.
You do. I watch quite a bit of college wrestling on the tube. That's a nice finish there. A lot of shots to one side and then come back to the other side.
Yeah.
Is that your setup?
Yeah, you know, you have to be really well-rounded to compete at the higher levels. You can't just be one-dimensional because there's a lot of scouting that goes on. And if you're too one-dimensional, guys are going to scout you and they're not going to let you get that one move. So you have to be really well diverse.
That's the difference in this sport and others so much. You can't wait till the next play.
That's a nice shot.
Now that's kind of what we talked about. His shot originally was off the other side.
Yeah, he's been shooting a sweep to the left the whole time, then he comes back to the right with the double.
Yeah. We're winding down in the first period and
We're in the second period now.
second period, but
Oh, wow, look at that.
it's quite a lift.
Stopped him from going out of bounds.
He's got some serious power.
He's a big athletic kid.
We got 50 seconds left, and he's starting to open up on his feet here a little bit.
Come on, Peter, we got to get this takedown here end of the period.
10 seconds left here, and you're right, Pat. This is when the good wrestlers score. Or don't get scored on.
Right.
At the end of 2 periods, Rucker of Rapids leading 6-2.
And he needs to go the distance a little more.
Yeah.
He needs that for down the road. Couple times this year he's come off his back, and there was something he used to never do. And I told him, I said, matches like that will help you down the tournament trail.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's kind of like our heavyweight. He's inexperienced. He's a big stud, and he come off his back on the match, and I told him, I said, you know, that's important for you because the rest of the season you're going to be on your back once in a while. It happens to everybody. You've been on your back. I've been on my back. That doesn't mean the match is over.
Right.
And if you let the little man inside of your head say, oh, shoot, here I am, I'm going to get pinned again, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or
for
if you
sure.
can say, not today.
And that's one thing, like, learning just to fight for 6 minutes, making sure that you go the distance, no matter what the score is. I think that's a mentality that people need to have, and then I think winning will start to come after that.
Bono uses that fight word quite a bit,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
And I think that he's right. People don't want to fight. They want to win easy. They don't want to have those hard matches. They just want to go out there, get the quick, easy win.
You're right, and that has to go back with our philosophy earlier about just society in general.
Right.
Is it the millenniums that are like that? Huh?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I would say I'm not like that, but I would say
Good,
as a whole, I would agree with it.
But I heard some celebrity, younger guy, talking about the millenniums having everything given to them. They've never had to fight. It's not like the World War II people, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I agree with that point of view, and it just sucks that I'm kind of categorized in that.
Yeah, I was kidding, you know.
I know.
I don't question your grit. And the truth is, most anybody that wants to spend a whole season wrestling, whether it's high school or college, you're tougher than the average bear.
Yeah. Wrestling's a tough sport, and you got to be a different breed to want to do it all the time.
And what it's always, I used to recruit like crazy, but it's pretty tough on a kid. Attaboy, Peter. He fought that off pretty
Stay
well.
in bounds, stay in bounds. We need one more takedown here for a major.
It can be a little hard on your self-esteem
Oh, yeah.
to go out there in front of your mother and your father and your friends and get beat up.
Yeah, it's tough.
Our cameraman just said the clock didn't start, but that's okay too. They give us another takedown.
Got to ride him out. Short time.
You know, I think
Nice
he actually
shot.
looked at the clock. And you know, there are so many things with this sport. If you want to be good, you have to do. And one of them is that knowing the time, knowing the score, knowing your location on the map. All those things come into play.
Absolutely.
So the Raiders have moved out in front. Is that 29?
29-5.
29 to 5. So we're rolling.
Looks like we're up at 220 now, and we have Lane Collada versus Gavin Adler. This kid's got a pretty good record, actually.
20 and 5, yeah.
Lane Collada's
Lane-
18 and
Lane
9.
is a little feast or famine. He likes his pinch headlock, and he'll come out, and that's what he's looking for right away. And it's good or it's bad.
Right.
You're really vulnerable. Here he is. He wants it here. That's a nice underhook he's got.
He's got
And he
it.
went right to the pinch. Come on, stay with it. Thought he was going to get that
He
there,
gets
Patty.
to it pretty well.
He takes it the easy way, too.
Yeah. If he'd go the other way, I think he'd get a lot more pins.
You know, you and I think quite a bit the same. You must have had the same coach for a while. Huh? And he's pretty novice. He's a senior that came out late. I think he came out his sophomore year, maybe.
Yeah.
Stay with this. He's
You
missing.
gotta pull him down to the ground. He's trying to just keep circling it.
Yeah, he never got his hip in there at all. There, this one will work.
That's 2.
Well,
He's in an Okie choke right now.
That's an ugly pinch headlock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Don't lose this,
He
Lane.
could
Don't
gain some
lose
back
this.
points out of here. He's just got to crowd him.
Take him forward.
There it is. Now we got to return him. Tough position.
That whole position was ugly.
Yeah.
So Middleton gets the escape. So Claudia's up 2-1. We're running down with like 5 seconds left. Careful here. Careful here.
Oh.
We dodged the bullet. Was he in like a lateral drop position?
It looked like he got tripped.
Inside tripped right to his back. Huh?
He kind of relaxed there at the end of the period, just standing up straight. The kid tried to take advantage of it, just not enough time.
The good news is time ran out. This guy's not too bad. We're having a hard time keeping him on the mat. He
Gotta
looks
get
a little
back to our
bigger than us,
position.
huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Got to get back out to our position here with the underhook, pushing him around.
2-2 score. Minute 40 left. Whoa, tough front headlock.
Oh, that was a nice
Yeah.
sucker drag.
Somebody's going here.
Oh, look at this.
Nice counter. Oh. I don't know.
That's
really
near
how
fall
to
right
count.
there.
Holy cow. Here's what we're talking about. He's trying to do too many things. Just slow down, get control here. Stretch him.
You got to
Stretch
post that
him.
left foot.
Stretch him out.
No.
Why? Why'd they do that?
Oh,
Why'd they stop that pass?
blood time. Blood's annoying sometimes.
Yeah, boy. That scramble. That was a little bit like AJ's. Up on top,
no
underneath,
kidding.
up on top. But some of that comes with experience, huh?
Yeah. Once you get enough experience controlling your own body, you'll learn how to control someone else's body. And
That's well said. You should go to college.
looks like Josh Black's got this kid on his back.
Now that's a headlock there. He's got the arm, right? We're okay. We're legal.
I think we're gonna get this.
I think so.
Still got a minute 20 left.
Crank that head up. There we go. Oh,
Nice.
boy. So that's the JV match. We're back out here in the varsity with the Lane Colada winning 4-2 with a minute 9 seconds left here in the second period. But you don't want to look away too long. Oh.
He missed a half there.
Yeah. But you know he didn't get cranked under neither.
He's too far out in front right now.
So our cameraman just said the Judy Varsity won 45-25 or something like that. A lot of matches, regardless. I didn't see us win that many matches. I must have been looking away. Oh, boy. Lane is scary, isn't he?
Yeah.
And this guy is, if they get into size-wise, he's been, oh, here he comes.
Watch the trip that he's
Here
tried
we
twice.
come, here we go. Yeah, he's tripped him twice. Two seconds.
He's got to get 2 minutes. Tough, solid position here, and he'll win this
My
match.
guess is this isn't going to end 4-3.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Knee slide here, knee slide, nice knee slide. No.
Keep those hands. That a boy. Oh, we're back to the pinch headlock position. He just loves it in there.
Yeah. Ow.
So I think the score is 5-3.
When he takes it that way, he's getting loose with it.
I would go the other way.
He's letting his hip slides out,
Yeah.
and it's getting loose.
They have
again.
a score clock issue.
There it is.
We got the tech guy all over.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, no. Oh, look at that. He wrestled out of it. got to crack that hip down. Keep wrestling, Lane.
Come on, Lane. Stay in here, buddy.
You got to elevate
Get
that
your hips
leg.
under there. Come on. The size is a factor right here. Stalemate is right. Oh. Yeah, coaches are trying to tell him, stay in there.
See, right here, he's trying to do too much. Trying to go for more.
Well, yeah, and
big
he's
points.
got the lead. It's not like he needs it.
Oh. You got to
Watch
control
your
that
trip.
far side. Got to control that far hand. There you go. Control that hand.
And you don't get that elbow elevated. Where are we at here? This guy just threw him right off. 5-3, 30 seconds left. We're in a battle here with Lane Collada. Oh. And this takedown is going to be just for 2. Somebody's going on their back.
We got 15 seconds left. Solid.
Stall it out, Lane. They must have not started the clock.
That's good for us. No.
Not here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No. Yes.
So, talk about the strategy there a little bit, Pat.
The second time around, he did it better, just trying to stay away from him. You know what?
Except that with a 5-3 lead, and you've been tripped to your back 2 or 3 times.
You wouldn't want
Do
to
you
go up.
want to get back in that position?
I wouldn't.
No, I'd be headed for the out of bounds.
Especially with that amount of short time left.
Yeah. But he won.
Yeah.
The one thing he does do is he scrambles pretty hard.
Yeah,
'Cause he was in trouble there a few times.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He's going to give you all he has for the 6 minutes, and that's
So
good.
we're up to the big boys.
Imagine at 285 pounds from Littleton, Jack Briggs. Your referee, Mike Iverson.
Had Iverson been wrestling since he's been a boy in our club, I think he'd be a real force by now.
Yeah, I think so.
He's really
a big
strong.
boy.
He can bench press the corner of the building. And he loves powerlifting. And supposedly he was our best offensive lineman in football. And but he's novice yet. But I'm gonna tell you, now watch this.
He
He's
has that
done
far knee pick.
He's got that knee, far knee. He's looking. But it's too far away. You got to elevate that. Oh. Now that's the kind of stuff, Pat, that eventually will win him a big match. Now,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Obviously, this isn't a real quality heavyweight, and he should have never got headlocked from there to start with, because he never stepped out on it. He just went with it.
Right.
But he was on his back, and he got off. And I think that's the positive stuff, he's got to build on. I'll tell you one thing, when he throws a half, it's pretty serious.
Yeah. The kid on bottom's doing a nice job putting his leg up to block that momentum. Oh, he's got him now.
He buries this thing. What's the word when you get up here? Squeeze. Is that right?
Yeah, squeeze is the word.
So that was big. And again, I don't know how their record. I know who they wrestled down there, but it's good for us too.
Yeah.
So we get another spray coming up here.
Yeah, I may be a little out of control on this one, but I'll try to keep it in check.
We'll kind of keep you up here.
Hey, I had long hair in high school too. Remember that?
Yeah. This guy's got more of an attitude than you had.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a lot meaner than I was.
He's got the good quicks.
Nice. Ooh. That's a nice little elbow pass.
I haven't seen him do that very often.
Nah, me neither.
That was
He's
nice
got a lot of
clearance.
offense. He's really well-rounded with the short offense and then multiple shots. Got to stay on his head there. That's one thing that I think as a team we need to do better as is when we let guys go, get on their head, wear their necks out, because then
Oh, yeah.
it's going to make them want to quit faster.
Pretty good quickness there. Cut those hips out of there.
He's got a cross wrist here. Working a Turk. He's got to walk that bottom foot. He's got to walk his leg away from the...
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty mean with this half.
He coming back to you. This one's good. And that's changed too, and I mentioned a few times on the air back up until 2 years ago. Match was stopped
Yeah.
if one shoulder went out. Now you can pin people out of bounds.
Yep.
So Spray's leading 7-1 at the end of the first period, and our dual meet score is 38-5 Rapids. And I think our last match is at 132. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Change of directions a little bit.
Absolutely. There you go. Right on his neck.
Is it cold in Madison?
Oh, yeah, it's like -10 right there.
We have a concession trailer we bought years ago for Rapids Wrestling Concessions, and it's parked out behind our house.
Yeah.
So it had been out all summer. So there I am this morning trying to unfreeze that bugger. I'm thinking, what am I doing out here? Freezing. So when's your next competition, Patty?
So on Saturday we wrestle in Maryland. We'll leave Friday in the morning, fly out, and I think that's our last away duel of the season.
And then you have who yet?
And then we will have Illinois, Iowa, and then SIUE, so Southern Illinois at
Oh, yeah.
Edwardsville, before the Big Tens.
And if things go right, you'll be able to wrestle 157, the weight you should be at?
Yeah, so I'm hoping that once our starting 174 comes back, I'll be able to go back down to 157 and challenge back off for that spot.
They'll seem small.
No kidding.
So the JVs have finished, and our JVs did well, I guess. Hudson's squad is out here warming up. I think they brought their whole town or school anyway. They must have 25, 30 guys out here. But that's good. Our kids will get matches, and that's what we're all about.
One-point skate, Navarra.
Let's get some bonus points here, Preston.
Catch that wrist.
He
Just
goes
gets-
from one thing to the other too fast.
Yeah.
Fifteen to 4. And wrapping up this second period.
At the end of 2 periods, Scotty Rapids leads 15-4.
So an escape and a takedown will do it, right?
We are up by 11, so we need 4 points.
Math was never my thing. That a boy.
Now an
that
escape and a takedown to
He
do
picked
it.
up a penalty point,
Ooh.
and he moved those hips pretty well. He's in kind of a
Scoot.
switch position.
One-point Rapids, technical violation of Rockham's Middleton.
Now an escape and a takedown to do it.
Thanks, Pat.
You're welcome.
For some of you people that are wondering what's going on, when you're in the advantage position on top, you can't lock your hands around the opponent's body unless it's in a pinning combination. So this guy was around his waist, so that wasn't a pinning combination. So the referee will signal locked hands, and they'll let that situation go until there's no change. Now, if you're in a pinning combination, and that's been the source of many arguments, what is a pinning combination? I used to think that anytime you were on top, you were in a pinning combination. Refs never agreed with me on that, but I still kind of tried to, I tried.
Yeah. If you're not trying, you're not willing to win.
Yeah, that's about right. Preston Spray is turned into a pretty good little wrestler, and he's finally a full-size 6-pounder.
Yeah, I think he weighed in at 105, 104 today.
Yeah.
He's getting bigger, which is nice. I'm excited to watch him wrestle.
Well, he's fun.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of energy, and he goes. We got a few of those. We don't have enough. When we were up at Marshfield, was the first time for a long time that I saw one of our teams bring it, and it was to a man. Everybody brought it,
Right.
and we haven't had enough of that. I think we're getting there, but you gotta bring it every time out. When you toe the line, you know, back when you wrestled, we used to push the pressure a lot.
Absolutely.
Pressure, and I don't see enough of that. Boy, into a nice fireman's. This is back points here.
2 takedowns, Spray.
Atta boy,
Nice.
Preston. Atta boy, good.
The old tech pin.
4-49.
Nice.
From Wisconsin Rapids, Preston Spray.
We're going to have Alistair Greening up here at 113.
And they have a kid named Hunter Grimm, who's a 9th grader, who's 14-8. If that's who they put, you know,
I
it's
think he's the one that beat the Fanning kid earlier in a close match.
huh. Alistair's finally back down to weight. He cuts a little weight,
Yeah.
and even though he's pretty novice, he's a senior. He's got good power, and he's a pinner. I think as he's gotten a lot better as the years went on.
Yeah, he's real strong.
So when you get a situation like this, when your opponent, wow, he was hunting that the whole time.
Oh.
Attaboy. When you get somebody on your feet that won't pick his head up, you know, you got to change you got to take what they give you a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at they folded him right under. Oh boy, this is
Oh,
tight.
look at that.
That's tight. That's what you call elbow deep.
Yep.
Nice job, Alistair. So we're piling up the points here.
It's kind of getting to be a blowout.
Yeah, it is. It is a blowout. 43-5.
Oh, yeah, 49 now.
So what do we got? We got Damien.
Yep, Damian Bennett.
The matchup at 120 pounds from Middleton, West Nieces, your record Damian Bennett.
He's at a losing record if it is him. Leslie Nieces. Now, I have to be careful in the air here because I know mothers listen, and I'm still a coach, and sometimes I get too critical. This guy, if he would start hard, it's going to make him a lot better wrestler. He's a slow starter.
Yeah. I mean, and we've had a lot of slow starters over the years. Like Berg Diebel was a very slow starter.
Yeah.
He'd always come hard at the end of the match, and I
Yeah.
think that he would have won a whole lot more matches if he would have just started his scoring mentality earlier.
Yeah, I
in the
agree.
match.
Damien was one of my projects way back in club wrestling. I think he's getting better, but he's battled his weight a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think his nutrition habits are real good. No, there he quit wrestling for a
Yeah,
while.
he kind of gave
So
that
it's
up.
we're going back to what you said about Peter. You know, that wrestling match, it's the whole period.
Yeah.
And you can't take breaks. You really can't. You can if you're really good and you're real smart at this level. You can't do it at the college level, huh?
No, that's 7 minutes of straight wrestling.
Yeah. So now the key is to get a point or two back with 28 seconds left.
We got to get this escape here.
Now this should be a real winnable match for us. Now you can get two bad starts. Then you get penalized a point.
Right. Stand nice.
A 1 point escape. He got to his feet, controlled the hands pretty well. Now is there time enough to get a takedown? You can't do it out here on the edge of the mat, Damien.
Can't be taking shots like that.
That was a bad shot.
He shot straight into the mat.
You've heard me say this over the years, but wrestling is a lot like most sports. You got to keep your head above your hips, You want to keep some kind of position. You'd like to keep moving forward. You want to get hand control. He's hustling here a little more.
Yeah.
3-3, minute 50, 56 seconds left here. Keep your feet moving.
Nice standing switch. Got to finish it, though.
So you get one?
We should be getting one here.
Yeah, he got one. Those are tough calls. So if you look at the rule book says you have to break free and face your opponent. The one ref said it was, the other one said no. Those are tough calls for an official.
Yeah.
So we got a reversal, nice reversal. As long as we're talking about the calls, it's a big push nationwide trying to get more people involved in officiating.
Yeah.
If you watch the local sports news ever, the WIA is really putting a push on here. And they say the reason guys get out of officiating is because of poor fan behavior.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that on the news. Like heckling parents really make people not want to ref, which is really sad if you think about it.
It really is. It's all part of the sport. And I know that if you look, most of our officials are getting older.
Yep.
And we're not replacing them. And I know all the years that I coached, when guys would graduate, if they weren't going to continue wrestling, we'd try and talk them into officiating. And what happens so often is you work them into the JV level and so forth. And then maybe after about 2-3 years of working at lower levels, about the time they should be working varsity matches, they get married and start having a family,
Right.
and decide that they'd rather spend a little more time at home with the kids. And so that's part of it. The other part of it, officiating wrestling myself when I first started coaching, it's a little different than coaching or reffing football or basketball or another sport, because when you leave, you have a partner, and you can get in the car and talk about the mistakes you made or the good things. In wrestling, you go out to the parking lot alone.
Right. And that's why I like that they have two officials now for
Sometimes,
most matches, because if you're unsure, you can always talk to the other official and see what their opinion is, because there's a lot of iffy situations in wrestling matches where you don't know who has control or what to call, and
Exactly.
it's hard to do that by yourself.
Yep.
That's a nice fake by the Middleton kid.
But we don't want to be taking the foot off the gas now, do we?
No, we don't.
Get your head up. Get your head up.
Got a dump here.
Boy, ugly position.
No, don't. That's one thing we talk about in the college room a lot, is that if you get to a leg, it's got to be life or death. You can't be letting go of the leg just because it's getting tough. You know what I mean? If you get to that leg, you got to find a way to finish it at all costs, because it's so tough to get to the legs.
And the other thing in college, just because you get to the leg, that's only about a fourth of the battle.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's tough to get to the legs. It's tough to finish once you're on the legs. So getting those points are very crucial.
Boy, he's allowing himself to be in a really bad position here. Head down. I don't like his position at all here. So if in fact this guy has a losing record,
He's wrestling really well, actually. The Middleton kid.
or we're not, see, this is a good position, you know. So get out of here. Get that hand. Circle out. Come on, Damien. Stay on offense here.
We got
That's what's
4
happened.
seconds
He
left.
shut it down here a little bit. The one thing I have found, it's a lot easier up here than it is down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won, though. I guess we got to give him credit for that.
Absolutely. I think there's 2 more matches. Got 2 more matches.
I think it's 26 and 32.
Yep. Looks like we got Kale Bennett's up for Rapids, and then John and Bowie.
The match at 126 pounds from Middleton, John Bedoy. Your referee, Caleb Bennett.
Now, I'm a little biased in this one.
Yeah.
This is the youngest grandson wrestling for Rapids after about 5 decades here, so he's a little bit like you were back there. He has a little trouble protecting those legs.
Right.
A little tall, gets overpowered a little bit, got good endurance. Boy, not good, Kale.
Yeah, there you go. Stuff the head. Stuff the head. Nice. He stayed big there, which was helpful.
He's a grinder. I've seen him in big trouble a few times, and he don't bail much.
He's got a deep half. Got to drop your chest here. Drop your chest.
He grew about 6 inches this past year.
Yeah, I remember coming back over the summer, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
you're
What
really
happened?
tall.
You been stepping in fertilizer? He's a good student, too. He's kind of like you. He's ranked like in the top 3, 4 in the class.
Oh, that's good.
Going
Yeah, I
in.
was talking to Shane earlier. He's going to Mankato, huh?
Yeah, he is, yeah. It's kind of funny because he gave me a Mankato State sweatshirt for Christmas. And Mankato and Upper Iowa are big rivals.
Yeah.
So
You
Shane,
didn't wear it to the duel, did you?
I didn't. Shane has me hold that sweatshirt up in front, and we sent it to Grimm, the coach down at Upper Iowa. And he says, he texts back and said, "Oh, I see the Bennett's are having a lot of fun at Christmas at my expense because they're big rivals down there." Hey, going into aerospace. That's what he'd like to do. And soccer's his big thing. And just the other night he said to me, I'm thinking about wrestling in college.
Really?
No, yeah. What should be? At the D2, D3 level, you can do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be full time,
Right. That'd be nice to see.
Yeah, it'd be good. I'd like it.
At the end of one period, Bennett of Rapids leads 4-0.
It'd be nice to see more Wisconsin Rapids kids going into college for wrestling.
We used to talk about that quite a bit. When I first really noticed maybe why not always, is when Zach, my oldest grandson, went to Council Bluffs, Iowa Western. He and Devin Peterson and Casey Anderson. So we go out there and watch a dual meet, and after being in front of a packed field house with a lot of family support, I see him back there in a little dark mat over in the corner, not even pronouncing their name right, So, he's Kale.
Ooh.
A little too wild there. But sometimes I think it's like you. You want to wrestle in college, it's got to be an inward drive. You're not doing it because of family.
Right, yeah. That was a fast reversal. I'm not sure I would have given
Could
that.
have been a loss of control.
Oh, that's a nice standing switch.
Oh, he stepped over the leg good.
So that's a 3-point move.
Point penalty, Rapids. 2 reversal, Bennett.
Got a
Oh,
tight
boy.
bar and a half here.
This is ugly. He's going to be sore tomorrow. Kale, you got to crowd him. Come on. Get your body in there.
It's good. Oh, there it is.
He's got good ears, too. Did you hear him? As soon as I said that? I'm kidding, obviously.
No, I know. What, you don't think he heard you?
I think he might have. So there we are. This should be the last match.
Yep.
This should be Ryan Searing at 132. And are they wrestling? Yeah, here he comes.
Hernan Carranza.
Are you taking a class in pronunciation of names?
No. I should be teaching that though, shouldn't I?
You should. I believe you. Now this kid has gotten better in the past month. He used to never finish matches. He was always hurt, or that's. I think he's growing through that.
That's good.
Part of that toughness thing we talked about.
That's a nice shot.
The one thing these kids do is they hunt that half pretty hard.
On his head, on his head. See?
You don't like that, do you?
I think it really breaks someone when you're on their head because then they're not thinking about getting up and scoring the next point.
What
They're
does
thinking about-
breaking mean? What are you talking about?
So, when I talk about breaking, I mean mentally break someone, making them want to quit the match and really not want to wrestle anymore.
Mentally.
Yeah, they want to. They're thinking more about what they're going to do after the match and what they're doing during the match.
Yep, it's such a mental thing.
Because once you get someone to quit in the middle of the match, like mentally, you're gonna win the match.
Yeah, I know you don't get that now at your level. But
Right.
you could tell that in high school, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You
for
can
sure.
tell when a guy broke.
And then once you're on your way to breaking someone, it just fuels your fire.
It's kind of like, I know you don't hunt, but it'd be like a wolf smelling blood.
Yeah.
This is over.
It looks like he's bridging on the shoulders to me.
Yeah, I don't know. There must have been some lint on the mat or something. So Ryan Searing gets a fall.
We had a pretty good duel, huh? We only lost one match.
I guess we'll take it. We'll take it.
I think it was. Was that before the last match? 65.
So there you heard it from the announcer, Scott Tesh. Rapids wins the first dual meet over Middleton, 65-5, and that's couldn't ask for much better, I guess.
Yeah, that was.
They have one real outstanding wrestler, that biker kid, and he kind of put a tech fall on
Yeah.
Roger Fuller. Other than that, I don't even know how many tough matches we had, did we?
No, it looks like we got a lot of pins.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And the JV's won. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut away from here. Thank Pat Spray coming back from one of his few weekends off here at the university and helping us out up here. And Craig Tim. And we'll be back for that duel with Hudson. Thank you. Testing 1, 2. Well, we're back. We're back at the Lincoln Fieldhouse for the third round of the Rapids Quad, and the Raiders are wrestling Hudson, and got
Zach
going
Hamill.
on us before we were really ready to go. We've got Zach Hamill up at 145 here in this particular match against
Joey Sullivan.
Joey Sullivan, who is 9-12. Hamill is 28-8 on the season now. and is one of our go-to guys. We've had a good day so far. The background of this is that we used to have this quad yearly and had trouble finding teams to fill it. So for a few years, we haven't had it. Got it renewed this year. We found 3 teams that were willing to come, and then about a week ago, the one school, I think it was Appleton West, bailed out, and so we were stuck with Hudson and Middleton, and so we end up with 2 dual meets, which is fine because we also have a JV division, and they're wrestling now as we speak. But so we wrestled. Middleton beat Hudson first round like 36-35. Then we wrestled Middleton and won big. I'm thinking
65-5.
65?
Yeah,
65 to 5. It was a blowout, and we wrestled really good. Got them on their heels early, and so it's been a good day so far. So now we're going to try and close it out with Hudson. We've got another interesting thing going on today. Somehow in our budget, oh, I see what happened. We had an extra ref because originally we were supposed to have another team. So what we're using is 2 refs on the varsity match. And you see that quite a bit in college now, huh, Pat?
Yeah. You'll always have 2 refs, one main and then one assistant, just to double check the opposite side and then conference with the main official.
Call out of bounds, verify the call
Yup.
on a pin maybe.
That's just a second opinion, which I don't think is a bad thing.
No, for sure not.
It keeps the main official in check. Hamill's up 10-2 right now, so he's wrestling really well. It'd be nice to get some bonus points early on these guys.
Yeah, well, he's a pinner. He'll score points. Good to have you back, Pat. I miss you guys.
Yeah. It's always nice to come back and watch where I used to wrestle.
You never wrestled on this mat, though, did you?
No, I never did. I wish I would have. It was always that one.
Yep. That was Shane's idea. He wanted us to get an ISL mats. So he wanted, the trend has been to go to one-sided mats.
Right.
Now, that's the big trend. Now, as far as competition mats, you can't beat the classics.
Right.
Your competition, those are the mats you wrestle on.
Right.
And but these are so easy to move and transport, and so then Shane said, well, let's change it up. Let's change our design here a little bit. So we got a black mat with a red wrestling area.
Oh, we got short time. Let's get this pin.
He's got that chin pretty tight.
There it is.
Score it, score it, score it, score it.
Slap the mat.
You know, I guess he has a better view of it than we do.
I suppose.
So, pins are a little different in college too, huh?
Yeah, especially if you're Penn State.
Oh, they call them quick?
Yeah, if you wrestle Penn State, you don't want your shoulders touching the mat at all.
Touch fall. In high school, it's got to be a 2 count.
Yep.
It's not like it is on Monday Night Raw, where the ref will hit 2 3/4 slaps. And, you know, I know that because I watch it all the time.
I know you do.
And this here, it's a silent count. If you put the shoulders in contact with the mat for 2 seconds, and it's a silent count the ref does.
Okay.
Then he hits the mat. If he holds him there for a 5 count, then it's a 3-point near fall.
Did we get the tech fall here?
Yep. Now in college, it's a 1-second fall, isn't it? Or quicker?
I'm not really sure what the actual rule is for it.
I think it's 1 second.
It might be.
Okay, so here we are up at 152 now.
This is the backup for Hudson. Cade Paradowski.
Yeah. Cade Paradowski. Yeah, well, he's a college student. Is that 0-0? Is that the record?
Yeah.
Sophomore.
Looks like he's been on JV all year.
So why does that happen? Why do we get a big mismatch like this, do you think?
So I would think that they have a pretty solid wrestler at 52 normally, and they don't want to put one of their solid wrestlers up against one of our better wrestlers and risk not getting any points with one of their better wrestlers. So they're probably going to move their best wrestler up a weight class to get a mismatch and gain some
And with
points that
tongue
way.
in cheek, that kid's the coach's kid.
Okay.
So
Probably saving him.
probably wanted to bring him home tonight. At least I'm pretty sure this Jacob Hansen, Peter Hansen, 28-4, pretty good record.
Yep.
So what do we do?
Looks like we're going to stick with Roger.
The match bell 160 pounds from Hudson, Peter Hansen.
Yeah, they moved that 52-pounder up to 160.
Well, Roger hit one of the best kids in the tournament last round and got tech fauled. So hopefully we're able to come back and wrestle. Come on, Roger. That was terrible position. That was not good wrestling there.
Yeah, watch that arm.
Come on, Roger. Come on, buddy.
Oh.
They call it illegal?
I don't think that was an illegal move. I think that's just potentially dangerous.
I do too. I agree with you. But I think we'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a point. Oh, got a wrist caught.
Boy. Not a very good start here.
Oh, he's got the same combination, man. No. Sit up,
Recover, though,
sit up.
Roger. Recover.
Still got his wrist caught.
Boy, we had him in good position there. Boy, he likes that tilt position. Come on, Roger, score now, buddy.
Elbow down, elbow down.
Yeah.
We should be getting one escape here soon. Oh.
Stay. Come on, get big. Get big, Roger. Got a reversal out of it.
Return him. Got short time here. Can't be letting him go. You got to return him.
Three seconds left. We're fortunate the score's as close as it is.
That's a good first period for us, I think. We're still in the match. We're actually winning. Oh, wait, no. Oh, we're red this time?
This kid's pretty strong.
Yeah, he looks pretty big.
Come on, keep in your lap. Come on, stay closer, though, Roger.
Stick with that wrist on the right hand. Nope.
This kid's pretty decent.
Yeah. Gotta get big here. Get big. No, don't. There you go. Keep the hand.
6-3, Hansen from Hudson is over Roger Fuller. This is one of their better kids. He's the coach's, one of the coach's kids.
Hudson doesn't have too many seniors.
Not like Middleton. Six, 6'4". Come on, Roger. Don't be diving down there. Boy, he's getting an ugly position here, isn't he? Hard to wrestle when you're looking at the mat.
That's a good question.
You can quote that if you want, Patrick.
I'll write it down.
All right. Tell Bono that.
Okay.
Tell him you learned something from your old high school coach. You can't win looking at the mat. Oh, no, don't break her arm. We got to get some offense going here, Patrick.
Yeah. There we go.
That was a nice stand-up.
Come on.
But don't get out of position. Boy, we are ugly position right away. I say that, and then I have to be reminded that your opponent has a little bit to do with that.
Yeah. He's doing really well faking and snapping and getting Roger out of position.
Now, Roger, keep your head up. Stay in position, buddy. This guy gets head position on us right now. Kid's pretty aggressive. 10-6.
Fight here, Roger. No easy points.
Yeah, it's not a takedown yet, Roger.
Keep battling
Scoot
here.
up, pull yourself up. Come on, come on, come on.
There you go. Get your hips back. Get your hips back. Now elevate.
The guy that gets the elevation here wins this battle.
There you go. You gotta get high.
Come on, crowd him now.
There you go. Hips flat. Now elevate. We gotta get over. There it is. Hook that foot.
Come on, Roger. Come on,
There you
buddy.
go. Hook the foot. Two.
Turn in on him. Come on. Oh, what a terrible time to call a stalemate.
Match is over.
Oh. I was watching the match. I'm sorry. Got too involved with it.
Yeah.
And Roger was coming back. He was actually wrestling pretty good. So that score was 11-3 for Hanson. And now we got Peter or Isaac Diaz, who's 25-7 now. And he's going to go against, is this the other Hanson?
Yep. This is Jacob Hansen.
Who is 21-9. So he's a freshman, but pretty similar body styles here, kind of like fire hydrants. That was a joke, Pat.
Short and stout. No, I got it.
Attaboy. Thank you. So hopefully we bring a little bit of fire back here. Attaboy. Keep head position here. We'll be meeting these guys a little bit at the sectional tournament.
Yep. Oh. Keep wrestling, keep wrestling.
Thought he had it, and I thought he was in his back. But there was a good little flurry. Now he's pretty good from here. He changes directions. Oh, he can't be trying to horse a guy over from there, though. "15 seconds. A lot of action for no score.
Yeah, pretty even first period.
After 1 period, the score remains tied at 0.
So Diaz and Hansen 0-0. And Isaac chooses down.
Oh.
Oh, he recovered pretty well. He was on his hip for a sec.
1 point escape, Diaz.
He's got quite a burst there.
Oh.
Oh, no,
That was
no.
a nice little
Nice
snap.
snap down.
What happened? Oh, blood.
I think he got hit in the face. Isaac got to get back to being on offense here.
Yeah, he's kind of letting Hansen win the hand fight.
Yeah, he is. Yep. What does that mean?
Winning the hand fight, you mean?
Yeah.
So basically, in the tie-ups, someone who's controlling position more on their feet, kind of getting the movements and the tie-ups that they want, then they would be winning the hand fight. And right now, Hansen's getting to the tie-ups that he wants, moving Isaac how he wants, and Isaac's got to get back in the fight there.
Getting inside position.
Right.
We're trying to teach our cameraman some wrestling here too. Big tall Craig never wrestled, but he's been with us now 2-3 years, and he's now starting to pick up some wrestling knowledge anyway. I don't agree with a lot of it, but kidding again.
I remember a lot that you said. One time I wrote down, you said you can't win a match when you're on your back.
It's hard. Unless you get bit. If you bite the guy.
I've been bit before.
Yeah.
I was a little kid, but
Talking to some guys to the ref the other night too. He said, "Remember when Owatonna brought their own ref? We had a feud going with a couple of the Minnesota schools, and the guy at Owatonna was kind of a bully, full of himself. We lost a team in this squad. So Mr. Vickra, who was the athletic director, he calls me down. He said, "We got a team. If you want to make a concession." I said, "What's that?" He said, "Owatonna will come on over Saturday, but they got to bring their own ref."
oh man.
I said, I never heard of something so foolish. I said, "We're not going to cave into that. It's our tournament. We're the host. We hire the officials." It was quite an arm drag, and Isaac countered pretty darn well.
Did you see that double stalling there a couple seconds ago?
I didn't. That's the worst call in wrestling.
Yeah, I don't like double stalling.
Anyway, going back to the official story, I said, well, that's the only way we get him. So the official comes on the Owatonna team bus. They get off the bus. the officials on the bus. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a long day. So we wrestled them in the last duel, and one of the Thompsons, who was a state, what he'd been, he was junior, were winning, and the ref calls a defensive pin on us. We're winning really big, too.
Wow.
And I don't know whether it was a guillotine or some type of, we were getting a pin, but we get called for a defensive pin and lose the duel
Oh, man.
by the ref with Old Town uniform on. JV match, Josh Hansen's winning here, 7-0. Three to 1 to Diaz, and we got a little cleanup here on blood.
I think the last time we had this tournament was my freshman year in high school.
Was Glenbard North here?
Nope, it was Pewaukee, Brookfield Central, or no, Brookfield East. One of the two. Freedom was here.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure that's the last time we had that here.
We just couldn't find anybody to fill it.
Right.
And, Scott and I could never figure that out because I could see it back in the days when we were so dominant.
Yeah.
But we weren't then. We were just another pretty good team, but we weren't able to fill it. So this year was exciting. We got these two teams, and then, the Appleton School.
Yeah, it's nice to see teams coming back to this, though.
Yeah. Yep, it's important to me, too, after all these years, want to go out strong. This is a pretty even match.
Yep.
Pretty good freshman. They stop it for blood quick in college too.
Yeah, pretty much. I know in the practice room, if you're bleeding, you just wipe it up and keep going.
That's why you have a red mat, right?
That's right. Got red shirts too.
It's not like MMA, huh?
No.
That's being dominated by wrestlers.
Oh yeah, definitely. How about Cejudo? Did you see that with Cejudo and Dillashaw?
I never quite figured it out. He said he went limp.
I watched the fight and I thought it was a good stop. I think.
Did you?
Yeah.
Couldn't protect himself?
No, he got knocked down 3 times within 10 seconds.
Well, he's a pretty outstanding athlete.
Oh yeah. There you go.
What's happened to Pico?
More blood?
Oh, there we go. Half Nelson over here in the JV level. That's John Big. And Askren's coming back.
Yep. He's in the room quite a bit, wrestling with our heavyweight. But I know in the summer he'll be here quite a bit more. He's actually got a fight coming up.
I know he does. Pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, who does he train with as far as MMA?
I'm not sure.
He don't do it in the room.
Not with us, no. I'm sure he gets his wrestling done with us, but...
He's your RT.
Yeah, RTC coach. Our regional training
So
center.
you'll be able to work with him this...
Yep.
Pick up a little funk?
Let's hope.
He's a dandy.
Yeah, he is.
I never liked him in high school very much because he was such a full of himself. But since then, we're pretty good friends. I like him a lot. Roll it through. Come on, come on.
We got short time, John. Just keep that shoulder up.
We made it. Well, that'll be fun just having him in there a little bit more.
Yeah.
You give him my best. Ben and I have a relationship.
Absolutely.
It took me a long time to figure out where he was coming from, but he don't hurt for confidence.
Oh, no, not at all.
So it's 3-2 down there.
Oh,
Ooh, a little headbutting. It's not good for the nosebleed. They were getting after it pretty good here.
yeah, they're getting into it.
So what about the time there?
Looks like I thought blood time was unlimited now. Or is that only for college?
No, it's 5 minutes.
It is still 5 minutes for.
But it's including the cleanup.
Oh,
So what coaches do, they try to bend the rule. They
They
don't
would
start
say-
the blood time until you're all done. Then they go clean up. So it'll
right.
stretch into more like 7 minutes. So what is our score? 11-3?
Yep, for the duel.
Rapids?
Rick Hankey's over there working.
We got a pretty good staff here now too, Patrick. Carl, who was one of our better lightweight wrestlers,
Yep.
is now a doctor, physical therapist. He wrestled here. Then he wrestled at Oshkosh. And I think he got his degree at the university.
Yep.
in there, so.
Of Madison. Yep.
And then Drew Hamill, who wrestled for Nakusa. And he and I coached the club actually.
Yep.
We're going to start next week. He was
He wrestled at Whitewater, I think.
yeah, he did. Yeah, and he's kind of a legend down in Nakusa. He says he's a legend. Come on, Isaac, stay inside, buddy. Look at that. Was that nice, Pat?
That was nice.
That was really nice. It was like not a second shot, but it was a shot off of his opponent's shot, right?
Right. Kind of stuffed it right into his own shot.
I was impressed. 6-2, probably 6-3. Jerry gets all involved in the match, and he forgets to push the buttons on the score clock once in a while.
I think it's 5-3.
Yeah, I think they have 3.
He's saying it's their own score.
Throw by, come on! Oh boy, should have been all over that.
Yes. That's actually a point.
Well, yeah, they don't have the team score right. I mean the individual score. Do they only have 2? I thought they had 2 before.
They just called us for stalling too.
Five to 3 now.
5-4. Yeah. I can't believe that.
Jerry gets to watch the match and he forgets it. Now they're back 5-3. Do we really know?
The first stalling or the second?
got a short amount of time left. Can he be out on the mat right now?
No. Not unless it's college. They're on the mat all the time. No, he can't. Matter of fact, the chairs have to be 10 feet away, and they're too close. Stay in here, Isaac. Isaac's helping the ref out. He pointed out that the guy didn't have his toe on the line. The coach is getting a little animated about this.
Ooh.
Not a boy, lead with your head. That a boy. He gets excited. I like it. That a boy. It wasn't that close. The score was 6-4, but it wasn't close, was it, Pat?
No, I didn't think so. I thought we pretty much dominated
I did too.
that match.
Of course, you and I were on the other. We wear the red uniform. Oh, and we're winning on the JV level with John Biggs down here. So the Raiders have moved ahead 14-3. And we should be coming up here with AJ Schutz. Oh no. Peter Rucker. If this is Hank Gerke, is it?
Yep.
Who's like 22-9, so this will be kind of a test for Peter.
Oh. Nice. Oh, no, no. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. No.
Can't give those points away.
He kind of gave it up himself.
He did. Come on, Peter. Wrestle with a little technique here. Looked like backyard wrestling there a little bit. And he falls into that once in a while because he's been so used to, at the club wrestling level, the kids are of just overpowering people and doing what he wanted. So he, what is this? Walked into it. He wants to set up a Granby.
Oh, no way.
Get behind the arm. Behind the arm.
Oh, no, no, no. Keep pressing, Peter.
Wow, what a wild match, huh?
That kid put himself in that position.
You never saw that before, huh?
I've never seen someone go underneath like that.
It's a clinic move, but
He's going to do it again, I think.
come on, finish though, Peter.
Got to bring your hand with you when you hit that switch.
Like this. What are we doing? He gets by with so much because he is so skilled. Should have been able to do that. But we'll take it. Now just settle down here. Break him down, Peter. Could have got locked hands on him.
Oh, that's near fall.
Come on, ref, get over there.
Saying it's too high.
He is now, but he had a couple points coming. Boy, it's a wild
Don't
match.
reach back. No, 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 no.
If he loses this, it's because he put himself in bad position. Now, the only good news is that guy looks like he's sucking gas pretty much.
I think that's a good idea to go on our feet right here because this kid wants to roll around on the mat.
You're right. Yep. We got to finish this takedown. Oh, goodness. Goodness, Peter, get ready.
No, no, no. Use your hand. Use your hand. Don't. No. Back into him. Back into him now. He's good. That's two.
Boy. 6'4" Hudson.
Pull him down. Pull him down.
He's got to go back to some good technique here. Not here. Not so deep, Peter. High school kids put headlocks in so deep, can't score.
No.
Do you teach that, Pat?
No.
He's got such a skill set against kids. Most kids, he can make that work. Like even now, if he would just back off on this cradle, he's so high, even if he gets it, it's going to get rolled through. Come on, Peter. Set him on his hip.
He's got to drop his chest a little bit. No. Oh. Now he could run it.
Boy.
There it is.
Stay big, Peter. Stay big. Stay big. So you got to count?
Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck.
Well, I didn't think the ref would hear you there neither. He was stuck for quite a while.
I don't know what he was looking at.
Boy, am I glad that's over. That could have went either way there for
Yeah,
a
it
while,
could've.
couldn't it? Wow, holy cow, Peter.
Kind of came off to a slow start.
Yeah, really. So, all right, so we moved ahead 20-3. And we've got AJ Schutz, does it look like?
Yep. And then Alonzo Madsen.
Switched him around. And this guy's not bad. Alonzo is 23-11. And AJ is 7-7. He came up with a big pin the first
Yep.
first duel.
Oh, I lied. This has been Stelzner.
It's the guy that weighed in at 220. But he's got 11-4 record.
11-14.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh. Russell here.
He's deceiving, isn't he?
Yeah.
I thought he was in trouble, and then all of a sudden he had the other guy in trouble, and then all of a sudden it's nothing. Ooh, we're looking for the old pinch headlock here.
He's got it. He's got it. Oh. How's it got that drop by the other kid?
Well, that's what I was saying. That pinch headlock, it's feast or famine,
Right.
and you're so vulnerable to that. Now, this guy probably is pretty big if he was listed at 220, but he still had to weigh in at 182, I guess.
And I think AJ is normally a little less than 182.
I think so. What do we do? Get a hurt over here? Now, know where you're at this time, AJ. This guy likes it in there.
Get him extended first.
You got this. So wasn't the score 3-2 before?
I think it was 2-1 after the takedown from
okay.
Stetzler. Or
In the one period, Shoots Rapids leads 3-2.
You're right again, Pat. All right, here we go now. You know, just casual observation. Most of the teams we wrestle are more physical than us, but not this team.
no.
I didn't think.
That was a nice stand up.
4-2, AJ Schutt. He goes. It's not always pretty. Careful here.
Oh, come on. He walked right into that.
Sure did. Did we get the reversal?
Two near falls, stops there. Two reversal, shoot.
I think the ref missed a near fall for Hudson.
No, he called the near fall. I think we're arguing that there was no near fall. AJ walked right into that headlock.
Twice. But he's been kind of known for that too.
Yeah.
You again, I know we're pretty novice, but if you've been in our practice room for 2 years, we teach that headlock from there. So is it 6-6
Yeah, I think
with
so.
14 seconds left?
Not really sure how we got there.
Come on, give him nothing here, AJ. Come on, come on. Stay under this arm, buddy. Boy, was one. Oh, God, we got a whole minute here. "40 seconds here left. We can't break this guy down. It's pretty hard to pin people unless you break them down, unless you cradle them, huh?
Yeah. This kid's had his head on the mat for about a minute now.
You do a good job calling this guy.
He just called stalling on us.
You're right. I
don't
just
think
thought
this
they were.
ref likes us.
He's got to remember who signs those checks today. I don't think he cares. You still got to break him down. Ooh, I think they're working for that go under Granby. Now what? End of the period. And I think we're going to be down, are we? No, we're going to go neutral. So we're going to be down 7-6 at the beginning of the third period with AJ Schutz. And we're looking for, oh, not again. Do something different, AJ.
Oh!
He countered that pretty well. He felt
Yeah,
that coming,
he felt it
didn't
coming that time. 2 was enough.
Oh,
Now stay on him.
yeah, that wasn't a very good. Why would you release him there?
Two wasn't enough, Coach.
Unforced error.
Oh, no, no, no.
You can't outdumb yourself in those things. Why would you want to be there? That was
Walked right into it.
that was disappointing. Yeah. So he does have a pretty good leg attack. Go down there, be a little more conservative with a tied match, or was he ahead by a point?
He was ahead by a point after the takedown.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This is Xiao Yang from Hudson.
Head throw again.
Oh,
He got him out.
Looked at the sheet for 2 seconds and
I missed it. What did we? Was it a pinch headlock?
Walked right into it.
Come on, pull that elbow up. Get it up. Get it up.
keep circling.
Two takedown, Colada. Three, near fall, Colada.
You got to get out to the side when you run this.
Yeah, this guy's gonna fold right under.
There it
Come on,
is.
swing him under.
And a match by fall, 59 seconds from Augusta and Clayton, Colada. A match by 285.
No.
Waddleson, your regulator by Iverson.
105 press.
Caution, Hudson.
So at heavyweight, we bring out Mike Iverson, the big guy here. He's sitting at the 14-8 record, and he's got a. Is this Weddleston?
Yep. It's a big freshman.
1-5.
It's a nice
I
knee
like that
pick.
takedown he's been using. That was nice, Pat.
That was a nice knee pick.
That's a big takedown. You know, more than just that throw. Oh, this is over. What are you doing from here?
Just got to drop his
Squeeze.
chest a little. Squeeze. Got to drop that chest a little bit.
Yeah, you got too high over the top. Oh, I didn't see it. We got all of us on here yet. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Louis,
Yeah.
Dennis, Justin, Pete, Sean Graham. That's been.
It's pretty old.
So we got Preston Spray out here with 31-3 record.
Hey, JV match.
Is this Hen?
Yeah, AJ Hen.
Yeah, JVs are having a lot of matches. That's nice. It's good. Nice takedown.
You hear all the parents over there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
All the what?
Parents are upset that he's pushing on the head.
Big thing in college this year is that penalty with hands to the face, huh?
Yep.
I have some thoughts about that.
I don't think it's a very good rule.
Well, it's always been in the rule book. Nice
Nice.
takedown. It's been in the rule book for unnecessary roughness or flagrant. Hands to the face. And if it's intended, then it should be called.
Yeah.
But if
absolutely.
it's not intended, if it's just in a flurry, probably shouldn't be. Some big matches have been changed this year.
JV's got a pin.
I love it. Right back in on the offense immediately. That's how you make people not want to wrestle. When they have no time to breathe.
You break them.
Absolutely.
At the end of 1 period, Sprague of Rapids leads 6-2.
If you're Hudson, what do you do here?
I don't know.
Caution, Rapids.
There you go.
One punch kick, Sprague. Two takedown, Sprague.
Nice.
There it is. Dig that crossface in there. There we go. There you go. Hips up, and
Near ball, Sprague. At the end of 2 periods, Sprague of Rapids leads 11-2.
wrestle.
Nice.
Nice little cross ankle pick there. Come on him, on him.
Gonna have to score some points here.
Yeah, we need 3 more points.
Oh, broke that guy's elbow.
Winning by the final score of 16-3 from Wisconsin Rapids, Preston Sprague.
So Preston Sprague goes up. Wow, what was the score?
16 to 3, I think.
16-3, something like that. It's a major, and the Rapid score becomes 36-9. We're on a roll here again. It's not a blowout, but it's getting close. Boy, getting a lot of wrestling here today. A lot of JV matches.
Jacob Fanning, your referee, Alistair Green.
Fanning is like 23-11, junior, so this will be a test. Alistair is like 13-11. I think he's better than that, though.
Take down Green.
Get your hips
Boy,
back
stay
on
above
top.
him. Stay above him.
Get your hips back on top. There you go. Now run it. There it is.
Boy, he's a bugger with his half, isn't he? Ooh, almost a full Nelson.
I think that was his hand. But yeah. He's got the. Keep running it. There it is. He's got it.
Boy, that sucker's deep. He gets elbow deep, don't he?
Yeah.
It's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, he's in there really tight. Got a full minute left. So now you don't want to get impatient. You don't want to lose this position. Want to keep that chest in here. Don't let that elbow get through.
Yep, just slow it down a little bit.
And what's the other thing you do from here?
You gotta squeeze him.
You
coach.
squeeze. Don't forget to take that back to Bono. Tell him you picked up a big tip. We did lose it. Huh.
Three, near ball, Green.
JV score.
Oh, what is it?
Now it's 0-0.
Yeah. They probably can't get enough numbers on there. I'm serious, Pat.
At the end of one period, Green of Rapids leads 5-0. Caution, Hudson. Warning, stalling, Rapid.
He called us for stalling in 11 seconds.
I didn't see the call there at all. I mean, he's been on top with a half Nelson on.
I'm not too fond of this ref, if I'm going to be honest. I remember him back when I was in high school.
Yeah, I hear you. One minute, second period. And Alistair has a 5-1 lead.
Had to stuff his head and stay square. Got to stuff and push. There you go.
Yeah, just outlast him here. You're in better position.
Oh, that's a takedown.
Two takedown, Greeny.
Alistair's wrestling a really solid match here.
I think he could be a factor for us on down the road because he's a big, strong 13-pounder.
After 2 periods, Greeny around 7-1.
Got a cradle locked up.
Post with your head here, buddy. Don't get rolled through.
Get your leg back. Get your leg back. No.
We put ourselves in some bad positions here once in a while, but I guess that's why they're high school wrestlers, huh? So you start class again on Monday?
Yeah, we actually started last week, Tuesday. But, yeah, I'll have a couple classes on Monday.
Every day? You scheduled every day?
I don't have any Friday classes.
Does the athletic department help you with scheduling?
Yeah, they do.
So what's your eligibility like now?
So I have the rest of this year, all of next year, and then the year after that. So after this season, I'll have 2 more years.
So are you a redshirt sophomore?
Yes.
Two takedown.
Gave him a takedown at the end.
That was a real iffy call, wasn't it? Is this your friend reffing there?
Definitely not my friend.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Alistair Greening wins.
Alistair Greeny, Wisconsin Rapids.
I don't agree with it neither, Shane. It's over, but anyway, the dual meet scores turned into 39-9. We're on our way to a blowout here again, Patrick. And this is Damian Bennett.
Your referee, Damian Bennett.
Hopefully, Damian picks up the pace here a little. I thought last match was kind of a little iffy there. But he won. We got our girl wrestler. Got a win here.
That's awesome.
She practices pretty darn hard. I get in the room once in a while, and she don't look for any shortcuts.
What the final score?
That was a good shot. It
Yes,
kind
it
of got
was.
stuck
Yep.
underneath, though.
But that's because he shoot with his head down so much.
Yep.
And what can't you do?
Shoot with your head down.
Can't be looking at the net.
That's right. You're right.
You got a lot of stuff to take back.
I know.
Yeah, we're getting caught in that front headlock way too often.
Got to stay big,
Come on,
Damien. Stay
control a
big. Stay
hander
big.
anyway. Come on, Damien. That's an ugly position to be in.
At the end of one period, Fayette Hudson leads 2-0.
We're controlling them really well from top here. Gonna have to find a way to score some points, though.
Hey, you're right. He's pretty tough on top, but when you got to score points, just controlling, don't do it. He's not getting riding time, is he?
No.
Did he deserve that? I'm thinking, yeah.
You know, I feel like he was off to the side, and I don't think the bottom end's doing too much either.
No, neither one. So, to me, sometimes the ref should just stay out of it. That's the
I agree.
worst. Oh, Damien.
Can't give up 2 here. Can't give up 2.
He dived in there with his head down again. What was the call? Stalling, red, us. Not wrestling with a lot of energy here, is he? Was he advancing his position? Well, hit that switch from there.
Nice switch from there.
Now he's got 2. Okay, so Damian Bennett picks up a 2-point reversal, and he's within 3-2, and they're going to cut him. So it's 4-2, but he's got to get a decent shot here, Patrick. He can't be just diving in down there at the leg
Absolutely.
like that.
There's that dive.
It was a long ways away from that leg, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. You got to work up here, Damien. Work up. That's what a good wrestler's going to do when you dive in on a shot like that. He's going to capitalize and score some
Yep,
points.
I agree. I agree. And Hudson's got a three-quarter Nelson on him. And if you get pinned with a three-quarter Nelson, you deserve it. Little philosophy there for you.
No, I remember you. I used to watch these when I was in high school, and I remember you saying that all the time.
Well, what do you think?
I definitely agree.
I mean, the guy takes his hands right off of you. Come on, Damien. He's better than this, Pat. Maybe it's my selfish thinking, but he's got more out there than that. No, we'll see if this guy's supposed to be really good. What I've heard.
I heard that kid might be hurt because he didn't wrestle the first duel.
I think he wrestled up a 32.
6 pounds from Hudson, Bryce Huntsberger. Your refrigerator, Cale Bennett.
So this looks like the backup 132-pounder for them. And this is Cale Bennett's. Cale is a senior. It is like 28 and 6. And he's the last Bennett's to wear the uniform. Matter of fact, last time he's probably going to be wrestling here.
Nice little suck back. Nice tilt.
He never got. Oh, he did. You're right about this ref. He's not into it very much. He never even put the sign up, did he?
No, I think he was holding it.
In his pocket, though.
Yeah, he was.
And you know what period? Bennett's on Rapids leads 5-0.
Come on, Cale.
Oh,
He set up the old Granby.
2 reversal, Bennett.
He is a little bit funky.
yeah.
Hop over there, that a boy.
There it is. Get your hips up on top. There you go. Slide your hips up.
They stopped that for potentially dangerous.
Oh.
That a boy.
Three, near ball, Bennett.
Too late. The guy's pretty flexible, Pat.
Yeah, he is.
Swing him under here, Kale.
At the end of the period, Bennett's and Rapids leads 10-0. One for the state, Huntsberger.
Put the foot back here.
Take down Bennett.
Twelve to 1, Bennett's in this 126-pound match with a little under a minute left. And the team score is 39 to 12. Rapids over Hudson. So we're wrestling pretty darn good today, Pat. At least the scores mean we're wrestling good.
Oh, we got a critter locked up. Crowd him. Crowd him. There it is.
Get that knee on his side here. Push him away, Kale.
There you go. Get that bottom knee.
Three, near ball, Bennett.
Yeah. Cut him one more takedown.
1 point escape, Huntsberger.
Oh. Snap, snap.
Hudson.
Do it, do it.
2 takedowns, Bennett.
So with 4 seconds left, Cale Bennett picks up a tech fall for the score to pop up to 44 to 12, Lincoln. And we're getting near the end of this dual meet here. This is a 132.
Yep.
So here's Ryan Searing. This is the last match of the day here, Pat?
I think we still have 138.
Oh, that's right. Hamill wrestled at 45. Well, I don't even know who we would have here, because Cole Attic is hurt.
Looks like we're gonna put that Dakota Bratz back in. The one that had that pin that first match.
I got it now.
Steering's out there looking pretty good.
Swing him in here, Ryan. Well, this has been good for our individual records today.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is. That a boy. 19 seconds. Whoa. College pin there.
Yeah, that was. Penn State pin.
It's okay though, as long as we get as long as we're on top. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. Dakota Bratz.
This Logan Hatch, I think, is pretty decent.
Wow. Looks like we're a little overmatched here, Patrick. Maybe a lot overmatched. Counts pretty fast for 1 second. doesn't
He's
it?
pretty quick. Dakota's fighting him pretty well, though.
Yeah. I don't know much about him. I think he's a first-year wrestler.
We're in a tough spot here. Short time, we got to fight this.
Well, we had a heck of a duel, but it didn't end on a real good note. But the final score is 50-18.
I was
But it
pretty
was-
happy with the way we fought today, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you're getting hammered,
Yeah.
that's all you can do is not get pinned.
Right.
And he did that. So, I don't know. Give me your thoughts here. And then we're going to probably maybe see about getting Scott Bennett's up here.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's nice to come back and watch these guys wrestle in person. I don't know. I mean, I love just watching wrestling in general. So anytime I can come back here and watch these guys, it's a great day.
Well, it was a good meet to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know how great the competition was. If these two teams only had 1 or 2 losses between them, I'm not sure who they wrestled. But
Yeah.
I do know that we came to wrestle, and we got a lot of matches, and I bet you we must have had a couple dozen JV matches.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
to me, that's important. And regardless, we come out here undefeated on the day. So 2-0, and our dual meet record, boy, I don't know. We've won a lot of duels. So I'm going to say goodbye to you, Patty, and good luck to you. Good luck to you down the road out in Maryland, and hopefully you get back wrestling at your normal way. Good luck to the Badgers. I know how tough the Big Ten is, but it's really good having you back here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So Happy New Year to you,
Yep.
and we'll see you on down the road.
Yep.
Thanks.
Bye.
The Lincoln Fieldhouse for wrapping up the quad with Middleton and Hudson, and was a good day. We went 2-0, and we're going to talk with Scott Bennett a little bit here. What do you think, Scott?
Well, I thought we wrestled real well. We had hoped to get 3 duels in today, and our whole event was kind of goofed up there with team dropping out, and we ended up making the most of it. I thought it ended up being a neat event. The breaks in between weren't too long, and we wrestled well. Our JV kids won 2 duels. I do not remember the last time our JV guys were in an actual dual meet against other JV teams, and I think that was neat. You could actually see them cheering and try to get wins for their team, and overall I thought it couldn't have been a whole lot better.
Well, I think overall, just having the quad back again after a few years of not being able to fill it, I think it was really good for us. It was good to see the home crowd and having one more event at home, because that was it for us now at home.
Yeah, we're going to try to run this on a Friday night next year. That's the plan, is to try to do a Friday night event. I think more teams would be willing to come in here on a Friday, just freeze up a Saturday, and we get the same number of matches. So, yeah, it was good. Like I said, I think we can make it better. But for a first run at it in a while, I think it turned out well.
So what were these teams' records like? I know that they only had a couple losses between them.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't really look at their team records. I just looked at their individual records and took a look at how we matched up. So, both of them were ranked in the state at one time. Hudson maybe a little later into the season, Middleton early in the year. Obviously they had a really close duel. They're pretty similar teams. Hudson's real young. If you looked at their roster, they're going to be pretty good in a couple of years or by next year. And I just thought that it was 2 competitive teams when they wrestled each other. I was a little worried about that, and then I thought we won some of the key matches, and were able to make the scores pretty lopsided.
Yeah, we really had a couple blowouts.
Yeah, we picked up a lot of bonus points, and we didn't give up many. We battled a little bit. We covered that 52-pound spot. Kind of backfired a little bit with Hudson. We wanted a match, but Hansen moved up to wrestle Roger, which they would have done anyway. So we just took a shot at trying to get up on him, and maybe would have liked to see that match with Hatch and Hamill at 38 prior to the sectional, but we feel we thought we had to try to make sure we got a good start in that duel, so did what we had to do.
Well, and it turned out pretty well. They always don't turn out that well, but I think we wrestled really good, and it was competitive, and I think if we had to put a stamp on it, we'd say that was a real positive day for us.
Yeah, we ended up, I think we ended up 19-2 in duels for the year, I think is where we ended up. I think. I don't know if that was right. That was wrong in the program.
Oh, it was, huh?
Yeah, and
Well, the program also said I was on your coaching staff.
yeah, no, that it was. I ran over a template.
I put that on.
Yeah, no, I put a template over a 2011 team. That was the last time we had the quad. That's how
Was
I know
it
that.
really?
Well, their senior year in 2012, we went down to Illinois to pick up more than 2 duels because it was stuck at 2 duels. So
That's
we
right.
traveled down
Yeah.
to Illinois in 2012, and then we haven't had it since. So 2011 was the last time that we had the event, and I used the template, and I did put all of our coaches in. I put our record in. I put everybody's record in. I'm not sure when I saved them what happened or if I sent the wrong file, but sometimes it's pretty tough when you're trying to teach all day and trying to type up programs, and sometimes things just don't turn out. But I thought we ended up 19-2. I thought that's what it would be if we could win these, but regardless, we lost twice, and we won the Valley, dual part of it, and a couple times we did not wrestle as well as we had been, and I thought today was we're right back on the right side of things as far as wrestling, hard. Conditioning for the most part looked pretty good. I thought that we came out of some tough spots and ended up winning some matches. I thought a lot of positive things today.
Yeah, I do too. If I was to kind of sum up the last 3 years, I would say there aren't too many programs that could have the turnaround we did. We were like, I think 2 years ago, like second from the bottom in the Valley.
Yeah, we ended up second from the bottom. We ended up 9-6 that year, but we won the first 5 matches because of some pretty good scheduling, knowing that we were going to be down. And so, we started out 5-0, and we went 1-6 after that. So.
And then last year we got back to second in the Valley.
Yeah, we were back up there, and our dual record was pretty good last year again, but we didn't wrestle real solid teams. And then this year we actually started to wrestle some good teams and a pretty sound schedule, and still came out with an improvement on our record. And individually, I think we improved a bunch of records, even though the competition is considerably different than it was, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was pretty positive. Good year. We had some kids wrestle pretty well. And from my way of thinking, we're pretty good. I don't know if we're real good, but we're pretty good. We don't really have the studs. We got good balance.
Yeah, but really right now that's not even important. The important part is that we compete next week in a conference, see where we stand, trying to see if there's anything that we have to do to be able to win a regional, because that's really the goal right now, is to win a regional tournament February 9th, and there aren't any other goals. It's really not about any individual kids, so that's not even on the radar for us. What's on the radar is trying to figure out who to put in the right weight classes. Once we're in the right weight classes, hopefully we wrestle well, and hopefully we get some help from some other teams, but Hudson could be the team coming out of that other regional, and that's one of the things we talked about before. If we can get through that February 9th regional, and we can get to the team sectional, we're going to go to the state tournament. So we got one date circled right now. We're going to lay it all out there. We might not have enough. And if we don't, we've done about everything we could to this point to try to put ourselves back there. But that's where we're at, looking at February 9th, trying to win a regional, and then
we're one weight class short right now.
Yeah, we got a couple things figured out. We're gonna be okay. So.
Well, okay. I don't know if you want to talk about any of these matches. That's up to you.
I think we're good.
I think we wrestled pretty darn well, and I was trying to think of. I know a couple of matches that probably were a little disappointed in, but it's probably a lot better to talk about the positive thing and all the good matches that we had.
Yeah, no, I thought we had a good day, and I mean, you're never going to wrestle 28 varsity duels and have everybody wrestle 28 good matches.
Yeah.
We plugged in a freshman into the the JV or from the JV team, and he won a match, and then he had handled the last one. But those are all positive things that you see. We can stick some kids in, and they do okay. So so we'll see. We're right probably where we had hoped to be, and we're gonna hopefully have some practice next week. That's probably more of a concern than anything right now, is the weather coming in and what we can do practice wise. Tough making weight, tough improving when you take a chunk out of the middle of a long week. Because these weeks now, these next 2 weeks, you get 5 days of practice prior to an event.
Yeah.
That's a lot of teaching time. That's a lot of conditioning time. And it's going to kind of cause some problems with our schedule. Obviously, everybody's schedule. But right now, we're worried about our schedule. And we got to try to figure out a way through that.
Yeah, that's an issue. And I heard just back in... I had to go get that trailer out of the snowbank this morning for concessions, and the word was that we probably won't have school a couple days next week.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at the weather, they're talking wind chills that are far in excess of what our threshold is on whether we have school or not, and then there's a snowstorm coming in on the front end of it. It could be more than And,
I was
probably going to be more than one, and it could be more than two before this is all done.
just happy to see these teams that traveled so far come in here today.
Yeah, one of them didn't have heat on the bus. I heard it was pretty cold, and,
And square tires, I heard.
we've traveled some of those days too. But yeah, it was fortunate to get those teams to come in, and the three coaching staffs get along well, and I think we can continue to do this and pick up one more team and make it a nice event.
Okay, well, congratulations on a good season here at home. Good way to wrap it up. And for Craig Tim and Pat Spraycom up here
I saw that.
helped me the whole time.
Yep.
And that was cool. We talked about college wrestling a little bit and what he's been going through. And so it's been pretty good. So for Scott Tesh and Craig Tim, and I'm Louis Bennett, thank you. And we'll probably next hear from you at the conference tournament. Thank you.